Right, so a big piece of PlayStation 4 news this week, well, when I'm recording this, but probably by the time it was uploaded about 7 days ago, is that Sony have announced a new firmware update for the PlayStation 4. Now, why is this important? Now, a lot of people, especially people that have large collections of games, which when I finally get around to getting a PlayStation 4 is my intention. I'm going to buy a lot of games for it. Now, the hard disk, no matter how big you put a hard disk in a PlayStation 4, you're going to run out of space. Now, on the other consoles, this hasn't been a problem because you can attach an external drive, and Sony, for some reason on the PlayStation 4, have decided that they wouldn't do that until now. There's a new firmware update called Firmware 4.5. It should be out by around about the end of March, beginning of April, supposedly. And aside from other things like cleaning up the desktop, shadowing of the fonts and things like that to make things easier to see if you've got a background wallpaper and all the rest of it, this is part of what they're putting in place, is that you can now use an external hard drive as extra storage, not just to sort of, I mean, because you could always sort of copy and paste stuff, but you couldn't. You can actually use it as storage for the console, so you can install your games to an external drive. So effectively, never really run out of space because you can just unplug the external drive and plug a new one in, and there's no need to, you know, reformat the console. Like if you replace the hard drive internally in the console, you have to reformat it all, and then it's not quite the same. So yeah. And they say hard drives of up to 8 terabytes are going to be compatible. Now, there's plenty of PCs that aren't compatible with 8 terabyte drives, so let's see. So yeah, I mean, that's about it for the PlayStation 4. But it's such good news that, I mean, it's one of the major reasons why, because I mean, even with the games I've got at the moment, I don't know if I could comfortably install them to a stock 500 gig drive. So yeah, that is good news for me, and it should be good news to everyone else. And it was pretty much the only thing that the Xbox was lording over the sort of PlayStation crowd. It's like, oh well, you can only put 20 games on your system at one time. Well, that's now gone, and Sony have seen the light and woken up. So that's it. So yeah, PlayStation 4 news, and that's over.